Hello Aces, what is up and welcome back to another Minecraft tutorial. So this one is going to be the Mark IV tank. So this is the British World War I tank. Those of you who are returning from the last build, which was the AV7 tank, which is just over there. So this is the British World War I tank. And just like the Germans, well, the British actually, I think, liked the tank a lot more. They thought it was actually a better weapon than the Germans thought it was. Yeah, the tank did also tend to get stuck and everything, and it was very slow. But I think these ones were a little bit faster and actually had better climb because of the way the tracks are shaped. So this build is a lot more difficult than this one because this one's mostly a box. This one is more of a weird shape. Uh, I thought the final design turned out really good though. It does look really good, and that means it's quite complex. The tracks are probably the most complicated part because I'm gonna have a really hard time explaining this. So in the video, if I don't talk very good, or it's because I don't know how to explain this, and I will apologize for that. I'm just letting you guys know that because this is a quite complex build. And but once you get through this, the rest of it's pretty easy. It's pretty straightforward. There's only 2 sections for this one. The other one had 3 sections. Because of it's kind of hard to do layer by layer. But basically what we're going to do is build this section first, then we're just going to build this. Now, all the random bits at the top, I'll go over that at the end, but these are mostly optional pieces. You don't have to put them. You guys can decorate this however you want. This is just what I did. I'll show you guys that at the end of the tutorial of how to exactly do that. So if you guys want to have an interior in your tank, if we go inside, you do get a lot of room. Now, these 2 guns are the only interior pieces I will be building for you with you guys. The rest of it, you guys can figure out yourself. The AV7 tank does have a much bigger interior. This one only has 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. The AV7 tank had 7. Yeah, I believe it had 7. But you could still make a nice interior in here. So anyways, main materials you'll be needing is nether brick slab, nether brick stair, light gray wool, black wool, wool, red wool, cobblestone wall, fence gate. You'll also be needing fence and buttons. Now, I also do believe the French had this exact same tank too. So if you want to build a French tank, replace this red with blue. So you guys can just choose which one. I don't know if France actually had their own tank in World War I, or they just used this. I would have to research that, and I'll let you guys know. But if you guys want the French one, just put blue on it. So anyways, I just realized actually the last tutorial for the AV7 tank, I forgot the list of materials. Basically, you'll be needing the same stuff as this except for the red wool. But you'll basically be needing the same stuff in case you guys did not catch it. But anyways, I think what I should do is might as well show you guys what this looks like in the default texture pack. So I'll be right back and I'll show you guys what it looks like in default. Okay, so this is what it looks like in the default texture pack. So it still looks pretty good. I would definitely recommend building in default if that's the only thing you have. Like if you guys are on the Xbox, Pocket, and maybe computer versions that you don't have texture packs, you should definitely decide on building this tank. This tank is texture pack friendly. You can use any texture pack whatsoever. But I would mostly recommend having the black nether brick and stuff because it looks a lot better, but it still works with this. So I'm going to switch back to the texture pack, which, by the way, is not my texture pack. It's someone else's. I'll switch back to it, and we are going to begin. Okay, so for the first part of the tutorial, what you're going to do is you're going to lay down 1 block, and you're going to go 8. So counting this one, 1, and you're going to skip every space by 1. So you're going to skip 1 space, put another one. So you're going to have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Then with just a random block, you are just going to leave a gap of 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Then you're going to have some more black wool. You're going to put another piece down. And you can also use nether brick. I'm actually using the black wool. I guess I could have used nether brick, but it doesn't, on this texture pack that I'm using, it doesn't really matter. So you're going to have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then you're just going to put your nether brick slabs in between all of the blocks. And this is just the easy part. Now we're going to get to the more complicated part. And you're just going to have a nether brick slab on here, and a nether brick slab on here, and I think on the back, there's a slab. Yep, there's a slab, and a slab. So I'm just going to go off camera just to figure out exactly how we're going to do this, and I'll get back to you. Alright guys, the first thing we're going to do is we're going to do the front part of it, because the back part of it is the most difficult to explain. It will be the most difficult section. So what we're going to do is just put 2 blocks right there. You're going to put another brick stair right here, and another brick stair right here. You're going to put another one up too, so you put another block, put an upside down stair, so these 2 are upside down. So upside down, and then you're going to have a block on top. I'm actually only going to do one of them because the other one's the exact same. And you're going to have a stair here. Then you're going to have a block, slab on the lower part, block, slab, block, slab, block, slab. I know you guys can't get the idea, but I'm just doing this so I don't get confused. So block, slab, block, slab, and block. There we go. And then going downwards, you're going to go slab, block, slab, block, and then right here, you're just going to have a stair. So this is what you should have for your tracks. And I'll do the same on the other side just so you guys can, so you guys don't get confused. You have a stair here. Then you're just going to have a block in here. And then slab, block, slab, block, slab, block, slab, block. And this would be much easier if they were right next to each other. Slab, block, and slab, block, and slab. And then you're going to have a block coming down. And then you're going to have a slab right here. And then a block. And then a stair. There we go. So those are your 2 tracks. Now what we're just going to do is, if you come with your white wool, you're just going to put 2 here. Come with your red or blue wool, and you're just going to put your red here, and your white right here. So this is just for the British symbol, or your French symbol, whichever one you chose. Again, if the French have different tanks, then just do it the British. And then all you're just going to do is fill the rest of it in with your light gray wool. Now there is a cutout we have to do because of the part that comes out. But just fill this all in. We will be doing that next. It'll just make it easier just to kind of fill all this in. And also I should actually show you guys the floor before I forget. So if we just come over here. So your floor is going to start right, if I can get under this, on that block. Okay. Oh yeah, you'll also be needing stone slabs. So I don't need white anymore. Well, we will be needing white for the very top, but we don't need it now. You're just going to have your slabs right here. And then from on the back, you are just going to have your slabs right here. So you're basically the beginning and end. And then there is a slight incline. You're just going to go 1, 2, 3. Yeah, I don't need to count that. And that's not right. Sorry, I found my mistake. Right here is where you're going to have the floor. And then it's going to go up by 1. And then up by 1 more. That's how it should look. Just want to take a look to see if we got it right. Yes, we did. Alright, I got something right for once. Yeah. And then right on the back, you're just going to have some light gray wool right here. And this will eventually make, where is it? Okay, here it is. This will eventually make this kind of step pattern at the back. So, fill all this in with light gray wool, fill in your floor, and I will get back to you. Okay, so this is what you should have when you are done. So you should have all this side filled in. You should have also your floor filled in. Now we're just gonna get up to into these side bits right here. So what you're gonna do is you are just going to come right at the front. You're gonna leave 2. You're gonna cut out 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Then this is gonna come all the way up. You're just gonna put your stone slabs right here. And then you're just gonna come out by 2, and I have this right here for reference and stuff. And then this is just gonna go down all the way down to here and right here. Then you're just going to build this up so it touches there, and you might as well just build up the roof for this little part. You're just going to do that, and then what you're going to do is grab some black wool right here. You're going to have black wool, it's going to come out by 2. You could place a dispenser on this if you guys really want to, but I'm just going to be placing a button. A dispenser would actually be pretty cool because then you can actually make it fire and everything. So you'll also be needing your fence at this point too. I'm not going to get it right now, but basically what you would do, well, actually, let's put our black wool in there first, put a button on the end of it, and then put a piece of cobblestone wall here just to hold it. And then what you're just going to do is, if we grab a fence, you're just going to have a fence right here. Actually, wait, am I doing that right? No, I don't think so. You're supposed to have your fence right here. You're going to have 1, 2, 3. I don't think I'm doing this right. Hang on, just give me a second and I'll get back to you. Okay guys, I have fixed the mistake that I did. Basically what you're supposed to do is you're supposed to have this cannon right here. So if I just delete this and re-show you guys. So I kind of deleted this part too. We had something like that kind of thing. So what you're going to do is you're going to actually take this off. You're going to put 1 here. This is where your fence is going to go. You're just going to have a fence gate here and a fence gate right here. And then what you're going to do is you're going to have 1 block in the middle. You're going to have your 2 blocks of your black wool. And you're going to have your button on that. So basically this is going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 wide. Then if we come on the inside, you're going to have your 2. And you're going to have a fence. And button on that. And you're just going to have your little hand machine guns. And that's basically I guess the fix on it. So just, actually I'm going to show you guys the other side. So you're going to leave 2, you're going to go 1, 2, you're going to like basically cut out that. 3, you're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, and then you're just going to delete this, and hopefully I'll get this one more perfect than the other one. And you're just going to have your stone slabs going right on top of the tracks right here. And then you're just going to come out Um, 1, 2. This is gonna go all the way back, and you're gonna have your cannon, like your blocks right here, your black wool, and then you're just gonna have your fence gate here, your little machine gun, and you're just gonna have an extra block, and you're gonna have one more block in here. This is going to be raised up like that, and you're just going to come by 2. You're gonna place a cannon. You're gonna place a block, not a cannon. You're gonna place a block there, and then you're just gonna have 2 coming out, and you have your button right there, and one more block in the middle, and there is the side bits. All we need left is just this top, and we are done. Okay, so for the next section to the tank, which is this section right here. Now this one is going to be very difficult for me to explain, and it's also the most difficult section of the build. I'm going to try to explain it as good as possible. So if we just come back to the actual tank, what you're going to do is right on where you see this piece of red wool, you're just going to have your light gray wool going all the way to the other side. This is going to go up by 3. 1, 2, 3. You're just going to connect this like this. Then you're just going to go over by 1 more. I just want to see something here. I'm going to need to go back and forth between this build and what we're doing right now, because it's very complicated and I don't want to like mess up a whole lot. So there's 1, 2, 3, and then you have 4. Okay, and then there's just a 3 on the top. And then what you're just going to do is you're going to run from here. This is going to come all the way back right to here. Then you're just going to have your step pattern kind of coming down here and right down here. And then you're just going to do the same thing for here. Make it a square box, and I just want to see what else is here. Okay, and then for this part, you're just going to come from here, 1, 2, 3, and 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4. You're going to have 3 slabs. Skip 1. You're going to have 3 more slabs. So you should just have 2 on the ends. The same thing on the other side. 1, 2, 3. Skip 1. 1, 2, 3. And then you're just going to fill this in. You're just going to leave 1 space for your trapdoor so you can get into the tank. So right here. And if I just see what else. It's hard to see with all this detail. But what you're going to do now is you're just going, the very last thing actually is really easy. You're just going to fill in the rest of your roof. And then for the main gun, you're just going to cut out right here. And you're just going to put 1 piece of black wool here. 1, 2, 3. Put a button or a dispenser on it, whichever one you want. And then what you're just going to do is you're going to have 1 block of light gray wool right here. This will be for this kind of cobblestone which acts like a wire. So that's kind of what I had to use. And then there's just 1 place where the trapdoor goes, and that's right here. So I'm going to cut out this block. And we need our trapdoors. Put that right there. That pretty much finishes it. And the next section, which is actually the last section, is just all this detail. Okay, so just for a little bit of detail to finish this up, what you're going to do is you're going to have one piece of cobblestone wall here and one piece of cobblestone wall right here. Then you're just going to come up, and this is just going to go all the way down. You're going to have one in here, and it's going to come all the way down to the back. This is supposed to act like some kind of chain, because when I was looking at pictures of this tank, I found that there was some kind of chain that comes on top and everything, so I decided to put that. You guys can come up with your own details if you want to. This is just what I've did for mine. So you're just going to do this, and you're just going to basically make it connect and go down. Then what you're going to do is you're going to come right to the back, which we're already at the back. You're just going to put 3 buttons on each of these blocks going up. That, and then you're actually going to replace this one. You're going to put stone slabs here. And then you're just going to go up by one more with your light gray wool. And then just right here we could put in our trap door. You're going to put one stone slab here, one stone slab here. This is a little random detail that I've added. I don't think this is actually on the actual tank. And then you're going to have some kind of missile, I guess, or some kind of thing. I'm not sure what this is. I just saw it on some of the pictures. So what you're going to do is you're going to come right to the back. You're going to have 1, 2, 3, 4. You're going to put your piece of red wool here. Button, and by the way, this is white wool. Then you're going to have one connecting here, one connecting here. And then you're just going to have, if we just come over here, I just want to take a look at this. Okay, so then you're just going to have one stone slab here and one here. And if you come right to the front, all you're just going to do is just skip every one. And you're just going to add buttons to each of the layers. And if you come right to the side, you're going to have buttons here. Buttons right here. Oh, you can't put one there actually. You're going to have some here. 2 right here. You're going to skip this. You do that. And like that. So they're hard to see, but if I can just get a good angle. You're just basically going to skip every one. I'm not going to bother doing the other side because it's the same thing. You're just going to skip one. And I'll just make sure that we have nothing left to do. And I will... we'll be done. Okay guys, that finishes this tutorial. So I hope you guys did enjoy the Mark 1 IV tank. Hopefully you find some good use for this in your worlds. If you're building a World War I map, then that would be an awesome thing to have. And also, now you have the German and you also have the British tank. So if we just go inside really quickly, I'm just going to show you guys of how much room you actually will get in here. So it's a lot smaller than the German tank, but you have about 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. You have 5 blocks of space. I'm sure you guys can come out with some kind of cool looking interiors. If you guys did, I would be happy to see them. Send me them in a YouTube comment, like send me a link to them or something, or do something with it. But yeah, I hope you guys did enjoy this tutorial. If you guys did, make sure to thumbs up this video, and like all my other videos, I appreciate you guys watching. If you have any build requests of what you guys want to see next, please let me know down below in the comment section, and make sure to subscribe if you are new, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Later.